The apostles and elders, a great millstone at Rootwell. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel, brought lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Shemi Hawashai, wherever it may be. With the brothers here at the Great Millstone, Kansas City branch. Just doing a little quick lesson through the Spirit. As we know, we brought in the high holy day of the blowing of the memorial trumpets, which is a high holy day that's found in Numbers, the 10th chapter, about the sound, the sound of war, the sound of alarm. And throughout the scriptures, you had different sounds of alarm for different events. Like you had a particular sound for when the Shabbat come in, when the Passover comes in, when the invaders was coming to besiege the city. Okay, in different particular high holy days, you had particular trumpets that fiddle the tune, so you can know what particular day and to what to prepare for, man. So right now, by us blowing the trumpet of memorial, we're basically ushering in the kingdom of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, and we're letting our people know that the Lord is getting ready to end this place called America, aka Babylon the Great. 1 second, Salakia, bro. Let me do something real quick. See something real quick. Turn that damn thing on. You think that'd be enough light, bro?
Yeah,
You think I could turn this one off? Big one.
I don't know.
Let me see something. Yeah, it's good. Too dark.
No, you good.
Yeah. Yeah, Salakia. But yeah, man, so we're here to usher in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we're blowing the trumpet. We're blowing now is the trumpet of war, the trumpet of destruction, okay? Because we understand that now we're closer than ever, okay? We see the prophecies, we see the MOTB coming to pass, and, you know, the brothers are waking up, okay? And Esau Edom is getting ready to make big moves, man. So without further delay, brother, go ahead and pull that precept.
Yeah, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain."
And what's the holy mountain of the Lord? Okay, first and foremost was the Israelites, because we know that the Israelites were a people before that was considered a place. Jerusalem, okay, which means Jerusalem, which means city of peace. Okay, the Lord told us to blow a trumpet in the holy mountain in the sound of war of alarm. Okay, because right now, Jake, they're settled on their leaves. They're not in the spirit, man. They're all caught up in this whole Babylonian custom. You know, thinking that they have time, thinking that they have the opportunity to live out a laborious life here in America, man, when the Lord is telling us constantly to repent and to believe in the gospel.
Yep.
You know?
Joel 2, verse 1. "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand."
Right, it said it is nigh at hand, okay? Because when you read in the scriptures, the prophecy, they spoke in imminent, man, meaning that this is impending danger. Because even the prophets didn't really have a proverbial timeline as to tell the people when this was coming. The Lord just said, look, go out there and warn Jake and let him know, look, the end is here, and to repent. Okay, don't worry about how long it's going to take, but compel them to get right because, hey, I'm coming. Okay, now you had this whole ordeal out there in Maui, okay, out there in Lahaina, out there in Hawaii, which is a very prominent tourist attraction. A lot of celebrities live out there, billion-dollar homes, man, like Gates, Oprah, man, fucking Will Smith. They all have homes in this particular place. But yeah, you had a high energy weapon that came through and scorched that whole land. I believe it was like 13,000 people that inhabited like that particular province. And the Lord allowed Esau Edom to use a direct energy weapon to decimate certain parts of that land, all because they wasn't giving over their land to the elites to set up these smart cities. So when Esau Edom is making big moves on a level like that, that's a dire warning that, look, man, shit is getting ready to hit the fan. Because remember, in the WEF, this guy Cotton Swab, he mentioned and said, well, look, this is the year of the poly crisis, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and poly crisis goes into multiple crises of economic events, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And speaking on that Hawaii, a lot of people got caught up because they didn't sound the trumpet. They didn't trigger that emergency response system.
Right.
So a lot of people didn't realize the fire was close until it was too late. See what happens when you don't give out a warning? You get caught up. But as our brother was saying, it's a lot of folly going on in Israel right now. That's why we have high holidays like this one to keep you people on point, man. Jake out there worried about Krayshawn Rock and Blueface, Kiki Palmer. Worried about if fucking Young Thug gonna get out of jail. Well, hey, World War III is about to come. Focus on that.
Hey, the spirit, it says something about dengue virus spreads across Florida. County health officials say. So every day is something in the news about something that's happening.
Yeah, good.
Okay, and it says Florida health officials have placed the Broward County under the mosquito-borne illness alert this month as dengue virus cases spread. It says it is reported 2 cases of locally acquired dengue in Broward County from July 30th to August 5th. Arbovirus surveillance report. It says there have been 10 cases of the locally acquired dengue reported in the Sunshine State this year, with the most in Miami-Dade County, and the majority of the 10 people reported in July. But just like small plagues like this, man, okay, that Esau is making new subvariants of the C19, like they say, new C19 subvariant Eris is now the most common and fastest spreading in the U.S., never going away. So you see right there, they already telling you right there, like we're getting ready to enter into some nefarious times, man. You know what I'm saying? So how much more important to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to keep the commandments and to do as he say? You know, because like we mentioned earlier, we're blowing the alarm of war, okay? Impending doom, destruction. You see? Go ahead, brother.
Going back, Joel 2 verse 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
You got it, bro.
Hey, and that's what it is, man. Because as we said earlier, it's too much folly out here. That's why the Lord gave us the spirit to tell you, Jakes, what it is, man. And guess what? We don't care if a lot of you niggas don't take heed, man. Because the video you did today, I bet this gonna get a lot of views. If we was talking about Keisha, hey man, we gonna have 30 likes by now. Yeah. But guess what? We not, man. We giving out the same warnings the apostles and elders been giving out for years. This is another side one. This is Ezekiel 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto Israel. Therefore hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. You see? Whether you Jakes believe it or not, the Lord actually love you funky ass niggas. He love you enough to warn you what the fuck is about to happen, man.
Yep. That's right, man. And like we said, like you was going into, you mentioned the video. I didn't even have to put a title in there. Yeah. And just the fact, the title itself was just like, I didn't even have to put Keisha in there. Yeah. But Jake like, oh shit, what this about? Because most Jakes want to be entertained, man.
Right, yep.
You know what I'm saying? All right, what they gonna say today? Who they gonna curse out? What type of shit they gonna talk today?
Yeah.
But when you going into 2nd Maccabees 1 and 2, or you know, you breaking down some heavy meat like that, Jake ain't trying to be bothered with that shit,
right,
man. And, you know, I know there's a lot of the same followers that watch all the videos and stuff. Hey, you know, shout out to you brothers out there, because when we doing the historical lessons and stuff, you brothers tap in and, you know, you tune in. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of Johnny-come-latelys that see something that's controversial, and then they be like, oh, shit. They get the popcorn, they smoke the little weed, they get the little edibles and shit. And then, you know, they get entertained. You know, like it tells you in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, this is like a lovely song for Jake. But we gonna see how lovely it is when the Most High is really shooting the missiles over here.
That's right.
Because this is the book of Joshua 6 and 5. It says, and it should come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people should shout with a great shout, okay? And right now we're blowing the sound of the trumpet, okay? We're blowing the sound of alarm. We're spiritually marching down the walls of Jericho, man, okay? Because the brothers out there, they're prophesied, they're speaking these things into existence. Okay, the hopeful elect is gathering together. Brothers are coming together in one spirit, one unison, one mind, one body, believing in this thing, man. And we have one common goal, salvation, man.
That's right.
Okay, at the end of the day, it's all about salvation. And it says, you hear the sound of the trumpet, and all the people should shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people should ascend up every man straight before him, okay? And that particular trumpet was blown because of that particular event, man. Like you had men that played certain, like during the time of war, the Levites, they'll play more like a war type tone to get Jake amped up.
Yeah.
Like in boxing arena, man, like, you know, when Earl and Bud came out, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was like, oh shit, this shit finna really go down. You felt the intensity because of the music, man.
Yeah, certain frequencies.
Yeah,
Like in scary movies, when they build up that suspense, they use those sounds to do that.
Mm-hmm. Because all sounds is just vibrations, man. It's just different vibrations. That's all music is. It's just vibrations of frequencies in the air. Like right now, the song we're speaking, this is a vibration because what? It's going through the four winds of the earth. Esau is getting ready to try to shut down the internet. Okay? People are piping to the tune of the Lord now, finally.
Yep.
You know? And it says, so the people shouted with the priests and blew with the trumpets. And came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, and the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city, man. Okay? A trumpet of celebration, a trumpet of war. Okay? So that's the spirit we need to be in. We have to spiritually dissect the sounds or the spirit that we're coming in and that we're hearing. Okay? Like right now, Great Millstone, we're the face of prophecy because we prophesy. 90% of the lessons we do is in the spirit of prophecy, which is a particular trumpet. So pipe to it, you know. Got something?
Go ahead. This is a couple of them. Yep. It's in the same chapter though. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 4. It says, circumcise yourselves to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and take away the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. That's what we tell you. We tell you to fucking put down the blunts, put down the fucking world star hip hop, put down the fucking hair weave and all the damn trap music, man. You got to circumcise your heart. You got to make yourself ready to what's come.
Right.
Cause I did a lesson in the video. You know, Jake was in that folly spirit in the Purple Boy camp. But how are you preparing your congregation to see loved ones die? Things like that. That's part of what we doing now. Cause if you too busy worried about turning up for the new moon, what happens when Jake mama die, when Jake brother die, when his woman die? He might not be built up enough to keep faith in the Lord.
Yeah, because these people, they circumvent their ministry around mirth. Okay, when this truth is not about mirth. Now, sure, mirth is a good thing. Okay, because you know, that's the type of people we are. We all like a good time. But there come a time that you got to get serious, man. You know what I'm saying? Every high holy day, you shouldn't be turning up. Definitely not on the Passover, man, because the scriptures tell us the Passover, it's a solemn assembly. You know? Now, the Feast of Memorial of Trumpets, yeah, you can feast. You know, have some shakar, some food or whatever, man. Brothers may agree, even though it is a Shabbat. But, you know, when you have that term feast in there, you know, you can eat you some food on that. You see what I'm saying? But Jake is in that shit 24/7.
Yep.
Passover, you got a concert. You got men riding in with horses. You got what this guy did, man. You got fucking concerts. You had a fashion show, man. Yeah. Men coming in there with the most extravagant garments.
Yeah, giving away brothers for wives and shit.
Yeah, like y'all act like we in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
We still ain't even made it in Jacob's. We ain't even in Jacob's trouble yet.
Right.
You know? Go ahead,
celebrating early.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 4, verse 4, circumcise yourselves to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and take away the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like fire and burn, that none can quench it, because of the evil of your doings. Declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem.
Publish in Jerusalem, and this is what we're doing. We're declaring and publishing, okay? When we upload these videos to the internet or to the cloud or to the YouTube or the World Wide Web, we're publishing, man, okay? Ascribe ye greatness into our power. Publish the gospel, okay? That's the reason why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you Jakes of the 12 tribes can see how severe that this is, man. Because when they institute the MOTB, we can't go back a day. You can't ask the Lord, look, can you please take me back to a month so I can get my prayer right? Like, nah, man. The time to do it is now.
Yeah. Yeah. It says, declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together and say, assemble yourselves and let us go into the defense cities. And isn't the name of the Most High, the righteous tower, the strong tower, the righteous run into it, then are safe.
Safe, yep.
So I'm going to read it again. Jeremiah 4 verse 5, declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together and say, assemble yourselves and let us go into the defense cities. Set up the standard towards Zion. Retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and great destruction.
So the Lord was telling us to prepare ourselves, man. Gird up, prepare yourselves, prepare your soul. Scriptures say, when you come into the truth, prepare your soul for temptation. That's the sound of a trumpet, because you have to embrace for the adversities you're getting ready to go through in the truth, man. Losing women, losing children, losing family, losing jobs, money, losing health. You know, and that's a big one in the truth, man. Brothers, health is just all over the place, man. Healthy brothers at that. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is telling us to really be in that mindset for you young brothers out there. You know, a lot of you guys out there, I know I see a lot of you on the comment boards, and sometimes I check your timeline and it don't be videos up there. You know what I'm saying? But you shalom, and like, what's up with y'all, man? Here y'all posting precepts, y'all shalom, and y'all bigging up brothers, man. But look, like we say, we don't deal with no cheerleaders, man. And a lot of you may mean well about what you say. Beautiful, but hey, go out there and mean well for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai first and foremost, because guess what? We're just men. Okay, we're fallible, we're likely, you know, we're susceptible to sin. We go off, you know what I'm saying? We got attitude problems. Shit, you wake up, you got morning breath, and we not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So give your life to the Lord, man, and don't tarry. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, dropping down. This is Jeremiah, still in chapter 4, verses 14. It said, O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? But Lord say, how long you gonna be on this simple shit, man? How long you gonna keep entertaining yourself with folly? How long you gonna keep waiting for another, you know, NFL season? Until you snap out of this shit and realize you got to get the hell out of here, man.
Oh, bro, that's the spirit I was just telling this brother, man. I went to buy some stuff off Marketplace, man. I met up with a guy from the UK, man. And I was fucking with him, bro. And that's how you know Jake is very peculiar. I don't think he was a Jake, though. But, you know, we able to adapt because, you know, we started kind of extrapolating information. And he was surprised, like, damn, you know a lot about over there. I'm like, yeah, well, you be surprised on what we know. But he was like, man, I hate this place. He said, it's nothing but work, work, work. I said, yeah, this place is a joke, man. I'm like, why you leave the UK? He didn't really want to go into all that. But basically, he got a woman over here. I'm like, man, that's the biggest mistake. You should have stayed over there in the UK. Because he's like, this is a work culture, man. He said, you don't have a work and life balance. He said, you just work. He said, over there in the UK, you get a mandatory month and a half off vacation starting your job. 1 month, 5 weeks. 5 weeks is a month and a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which takes you 1 year to get 1 week vacation here if you work in a fucked up job, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're lucky, certain jobs don't even give you PTO. You call off, they'll fire your ass. Meaning tell me that this ain't something that's worth getting away from, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
To the point you got food, you can't even go out and eat a goddamn hamburger without you having some type of health issue down the line.
Right.
The chicken you got in the restaurant right now, man, fucking GMO chicken, lab-grown meats that's causing cancer.
Yeah.
All because they say cows and lambs fart or poop too goddamn much. So therefore, it's a health crisis.
Yeah, and shit's so expensive. Sometimes you can only afford to get 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
If you're really trying to budget.
Literally.
You know? You just gotta, hey, like, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
Jay eating half a burger and saving the other half for dinner.
Man,
hey,
bro.
that shit's real.
Yeah.
This inflation is real, man. That's why the scripture say the prisoner hastened to be loose.
To be loose, man. Hey, he said that inflation is 11%. And another thing he said is getting real expensive over there. But everywhere it's expensive over here, too. Like, I'd rather take my chances struggling over there before I come here and struggle.
Right.
Because he was going into the whole healthcare shit. He said, man, I'm like, they only give you 1 or 2 options. Either you go in debt, trying to stay healthy, or you gonna fucking die. Yep. He said the same shit.
Yep.
He said you should never have to choose me before going broke and not being healthy, man.
Yes. Right.
It's wild.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 14. O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? For a voice declareth from Dan, and publish affliction from Mount Ephraim. Make ye mention to the nations, behold, published against Jerusalem, that watchers come from a far country and give out their voice against the cities of Judah. We always go into them damn UN troops, man.
Yep.
You don't think them UN troops is watching you black bitches twerking? You don't think them niggas is not on IG looking at all these fine ass models, BBLs, fake titties, fake lips, thirst traps? Well, guess what? You got troops out there ready to ravish you women. It say, make ye mentions to the nations, behold, published against Jerusalem, that watchers come from a far country and give out their voice against the cities of Judah. As keepers of a field are they against her round about, because she hath been rebellious against me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shah. Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reacheth unto thine heart. Verse 19. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war.
The alarm of war. So basically, hey, they're getting ready to roll on us. Be in a prepared mindset. Okay, because look, when a prophet saw visions of Israel getting jacked up, all the time they got sick, they passed out, they cried, they wept. Like Jeremiah, one certain name for Jeremiah, they called him the weeping prophet, because he cried so much for Jake, man. So the Lord said, you know what? Get off that bullshit. Stop crying for these niggas, man.
Yep.
Because genuinely he had to care for his people, like we do. Jake is wicked as all hell, but it still make us feel some type of way when a Jake get pulled over on a random traffic stop and you put 50 in his chest, man.
Yeah, and that's
like,
spirit of police sirens going on.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, and they probably going after the nigga right now.
Yeah.
You know? But that's the point, man. We're warning you because we actually care for our people. But they say GMS is so full of hate, man. We hate righteously, but ultimately we love our people, man. That's why we put in the work. We be diligent, man. Okay? Because it ain't about us. It's about the elect. Paul said he do all things for the elect's sake, man. Okay? Paul got stoned, went to the spirit world. He said it was unlawful for him to utter the beauty of what he saw. To the point the average man didn't even want to come back. But he said, look, I endure all things for the elect's sake. He said, look, it profit me to be here with y'all, you know, at this present time. You know? But hey, don't think that Paul wasn't ready to go. He like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah, he got that glimpse.
He was like, what?
You know,
he said, I'm in the wrong spot. Like, kill him. Like, the fuck shit. Do something.
You know, certain things Jake just don't forget.
Nah.
Just be in your mind 24/7. Like, damn.
Nah. And that spiritual world is something else, bro. It's a transition, bro.
Yeah.
But see, getting to that point in your mindset when you're not afraid to go, that's when you ain't got nothing to lose, man. And the Lord is going to push us over that hurdle, because a lot of brothers in this thing, man, we still have those worldly emotions. A lot of brothers haven't had near-death experiences. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are afraid of it because they don't know. But ultimately, we do know. It's just getting over the fleshly aspect of dying, because you don't want to leave what's dear to you behind. You know what I'm saying? But we come into a time now that, hey, all bets are off. Any one of us can become a liability or a target or a casualty, man, in this thing.
Yeah.
None of us are exempt from this thing, man. This is why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Okay?
A few more verses out.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It say, my bowels, I am pained in my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. Jeremiah said he couldn't hold his peace because he heard that sound. Most High Yahweh Shemel Shah showed him visions, man. Same thing the Lord do for us. Yeah. You know, brothers, they may bring it out or not, but hey, brothers seen visions of the destruction.
Yeah.
Brothers seen all hell breaking loose in their mind, man. Yeah. And that motivates you to keep going out, because you know it's real. Because hey, it was real in that dream. Yep. He was saying oh shit in that dream. So you gonna be saying oh shit in his real life if you ain't got the Lord.
Yeah, bro. Just no personal testimony, man. It was me, Elder Yashawamba, and you know the brother Shalah. You know what I'm saying, man? We was going through Jacob's trouble, man. And we was like in his house, like this hut, man. And I mean, it was to the point, man. You know how like the purge is, how you got a certain amount of time before they don't let you kill no more.
Mm-hmm.
We had to make it to the next day. That's when the Lord's gonna come and deliver us, bro. So I mean, me, Shalah, and Yahshua went through hell, man. You know what I'm saying? But when we made it out that shit, you felt the relief, like we made it. Like we just went through the most intense time in life.
Yeah.
And when we got out of the house, we saw like these dolphins floating in the air, man. And it was like the most peaceful. You just knew we made it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you look at dolphins, man, they represent peace, and tranquility, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit brought tears. It brought tears in my eyes, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I can literally hear them singing like y'all got the victory. And that's the spirit on my way home today. It was a license plate behind me or in front of me and says we free. And when I drove past it, it was a Jake with a big ass beard, man.
Yeah, kind.
I'm like, yeah, this shit is done.
For real, man. Yeah. And then, you know, some of them dreams get so intense, you wake up in sweats.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. Wake up in just cold sweats. The bed is wet.
Yeah.
Because the Lord trying to show you something. The Lord is giving us as the prophets that forewarning to spread to the people.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to keep going. This is Jeremiah chapter 4. Jeremiah chapter 4 and 20. It says, destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the trumpet and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are shot as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. You see, so you know that's a basic milk scripture we always bring out, but you got to go into the context of that, man. Because Jeremiah said, you know what? Hey, destruction is real, but these niggas is fucking stupid, man. Basically, that's why the Lord had to tell Jeremiah, yo, stop crying for these niggas, because I'm bringing in destruction because they don't want to save themselves.
Okay. That's right. Like when you go back to the story of Gideon, man, the 300 men, he put trumpets in those men's hands, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe it was like, I think it was like 20,000 that was called, but only 300. Because it was like, look, man, you fickle and don't even bother even coming his way, man. We looking for men with courageous spirits, because with the Lord, he told Joshua, he said, be ye therefore courageous, man. The Lord is with you. So we got to adopt that same sentiment, knowing that no matter what, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be with us. Because it's so hard to, it's so easy to get boggled down with human reasoning and emotion to the point you miss the light. Like Bruce Lee said, he said, why concentrate on one finger when you got all that heavenly glory right there? You know? And that's this truth and understanding. So, got more on that?
No, that's it.
Yeah, well, I got a precept. This is the book of Judges 7 and 13. It says here, matter of fact, let's start at verses 15. It says, and it was so when Gideon heard the telling of the dream and the interpretation thereof, that he worshipped and returned into the host of Israel and said, arise, for the Most High have delivered into your hand the host of Midian. And he divided the 300 men into 3 companies, and he put a trumpet in every man's hand, with empty pitchers and with lamps within the pitchers. And he said unto them, look on me, and do likewise. And behold, when I come to the outside of the camp, it should be that as I do, so shall ye do. So basically, monkey see, monkey do. It says, and when I blow with the trumpet, I and all that are with me, then blow ye the trumpets, also on every side of the camp, and say, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. Okay, so Gideon and the 100 men that were with him came into the outside of the camp in the beginning of the middle watch, and they had newly set the watch. And they blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers that were in their hands. And the 3 companies blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers and held the lamps in their left hands and the trumpets in their right hands, so blow with thou. And they cried, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon, man. Okay, but that's the point. They had a certain sound, a tune. They was all in unison about a certain particular sound to fend off what they had to fend off at that time. Just like we are the one camp. We're blowing a particular sound, but you got an oddball that's speaking against what we're speaking in our camp. That's confusion. That's why even in the band, you have certain tunes and frequencies, like you got alto, you got delto. You may have a guitarist, a man that's good on the saxophone, a flute. They all come in a perfect unison, man. Okay? You can never be off beat. That's why that unity camp shit is so fucking wicked. Because we teach the MOTB, we blowing that trumpet, but yet other guys are telling you that it's Christianity or an embargo and X, Y, and Z. That's an uncertain sound.
Yeah.
you know, and we can't be uncertain in these times. All right. Great.
Revelation 15:2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having harps of the Most High. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. That's the same thing that brother's going into. You got to be on point, man.
Yep.
Can't you know, call yourself being in the truth and you singing some damn Young Dolph, man. You got to sing this song of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, how he wants it played.
Yeah.
And the only way, going back to that verse 2, read again, Revelation 15:2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten a victory over the beast, over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name. Only way you get that victory is if you pay heed to the warnings. Because then once you pay heed to the warnings, you girding yourself, you preparing yourself. Then once it comes, okay, yeah, it's going to shake up your flesh, but you've been ready for this your whole time. So now it's time to get your shine, man.
Yep.
You know, now it's time to actually take part of what you've been preparing for your whole life.
Yes, sir. Kakan. Well, hey, that's the spirit, man. This is Revelation 11 and 15. And this subchapter is called the seventh trumpet. Okay, now you notice each angel that blew that particular trumpet, certain judgments commenced thereafter. Okay, Revelation 11 and 15. It says, and the seventh angel sounded, and there was great voices in heaven, saying the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed, and he should reign forever and ever. So what's the consensus of that particular trumpet? Salvation.
Yep.
Okay. That's that sound right there that we wanted. That's that. And when that happens, we're going to know, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
It is done.
Right.
Because as the apostles and ourselves, we break it down. When the scriptures say, come up hither, we know that that's going to be an actual an angelic voice saying, come up hither and get beamed up in them ships, man, which is the seventh trumpet. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be in tune with the frequencies, because if you're not in tune with the frequencies, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to be out of sync. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, Lord going to kick you out of the studio. You know what I'm saying? You out of the studio, buddy.
Yeah, get the fuck out, man. That's it, man. Because, you know, even other men in the quote unquote men in the truth singing the wrong sounds.
Yeah, literally.
Let alone you you niggas that's on the fence, man.
Yep.
You know, we going into niggas watch twerk videos and then they switch over and say, let me see what GMS talk about.
Yep.
Nah, you know, whatever you do outside of truth, that's whatever, man. But Jake don't be in this thing in sincerity, man.
Nah.
This is entertainment.
Entertainment, yep. Well, hey, get that in Ezekiel 3. Ezekiel 3 and start at 16.
This is Ezekiel 3, verse 16. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days, the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
You got it, brother.
Yeah, kind. So basically, at the end of the day, if Jake don't want to pay heed to these warnings, we didn't wipe the blood off of our hands. We don't feel no ways about it.
That's right.
That's why when we come across a Jake on the highways and byways, what do we tell them? We tell them the name of the Lord and tell them they are Israelite.
Right.
Now it's on them to take that information and run with it if they're of the elect.
Right.
At the end of the day, we've done our jobs. We can have peace at night knowing that we gave these warnings. Now, for you Israelites that are a little bit more advanced, you know, you have faith in Yahweh Shai, we sleep at night knowing that we giving you the right breakdowns. We telling you about the MOTB. We telling you about certain things. There's men out there that told Jake to take the juice, and they ain't losing the hour of sleep, man.
Yeah. Yep. Well, as a matter of fact, I got a precept for that real quick.
Yeah,
Man. Let me get this real quick, because, hey, you know, we go into a lot of scriptures referring to Eve, but a lot of it's talking about you wicked ass Jakes too, man.
Right.
All right. So this is the book of Proverbs 4, and I'm gonna start at verses 13. It says, take fast hold of instruction, okay? And it says here, let her not go, keep her, for she is thy life. So we handing out wise counsel, and it's essential to you to take heed to the voice of the prophets. That's why the Lord sent us to you, okay? Like the brother said, you had men that's telling people to go drink the juice. That's not a wise thing.
No.
At all, because we seeing the result of it.
God.
And it says here, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. So you got guys that's teaching that, man. You got to question the doctrine, but you have to understand the sound, the trumpet. You have to know what doctrine they're coming in order to be able to dissimulate what they're saying versus to what's really being said. And when you that simple and you can't see that, then you're going to fall out, man. Okay? And it says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. So if a man is teaching you that the name is Christ, that had one of the coldest breakdowns on the name of the Lord just 15 years ago, how can you be under a man like that? You should start questioning that man and say, what made you change the doctrine? And if he can't give you solidified precepts on why he did it, then that's a man you shouldn't be following. Straight up. Okay? And we just giving it to you straight, man. And it reads here, it says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So you describe the scriptures say, man, you got grievous wolves that enter among the flock, man.
God.
Straight up. You got men that don't have good purposes for you young men out there. They want to see you fall because they know they're not going to make it.
Right. Right. Men that check the truth, use it to make clickbait videos. You know, men that want to have controversial standings on basic doctrine, basic things that could be easily understood with a good understanding of the scriptures. They want to twist it to be clickbaity.
Yeah, like what they call Yohana, they call him the most controversial man in Israel. What's so controversial about a man that never bring on no precepts, man? Only thing Yohana do is scream and yell and talk, man.
Yeah, try to save black people.
Yeah, and got a Monday night talk show, man. That's the fucking Black Ricky Lake, man. That's all it is Ricky Lake with them flying monkeys he got around him.
Yeah. In the studio. I got one. Right?
Go ahead, brother. Yep.
This is going to Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 10. It says, Behold the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth, the rod had blossomed, pride had budded. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them. The time is come, the day that draw near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for the wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof.
Right, so this is all around. This ain't just to particular contemporary. This is all across the board, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this judgment that's coming is going to affect the whole nation, man. It's even going to affect us because, like the Elder Wamba always say, he say, look, man, we going to have to really go on some serious faith. That's why I don't know, brothers been paying attention, but, brothers, man, we've been in really heavy spirits lately. There's been a lot of crazy stuff been happening, man. And you can feel the paradigm shift of people. You can feel it. People are literally like just on edge about everything. You feel the tension. You feel the fear in people. It's like now I like to say we're like spiritual conduits. We feel everything that these people are going through. Sometimes you think you're just bugging the hell out. Like, why do I feel like a sense of dread? It's because, hey, these people, it's a spirit out here, man. And once everything collapses, is Murder, She Wrote. These people are gonna fucking lose it. And guess what? The prophets, we gonna be in the midst of that shit. So how are we gonna withhold ourselves and our composure when all hell break loose? That's my thought every day. Hey, brother, are you ready? Are you ready to deal with this? Just like when you on a roller coaster and you going up that steep slope, you already know that drop, man. It's just like you embrace for impact.
Yeah.
You know?
As you say, you can't go back though.
Nah, you can't.
Once you on that shit and they pull that bar down,
You done.
yeah.
This ain't Final Destination. They let that nigga off the plane. You ain't getting off the plane, bro. Straight up.
God, this is a quick one for what this Ezekiel going into 2 Corinthians 4 verse 4, in whom the God of this world blinded the minds of them which believe not. Oh no, that's not it. No, it's all right. We can go back.
Yeah.
It's lucky.
Yeah, this brother, he got a precept on here.
Yeah,
brother, basic wisdom of
I'll find it.
Ezekiel 34:12. It says, as a shepherd seeketh out his flock in a day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so would I seek out my sheep, and I would deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. Yeah, Khan, that's that precept to Revelation we just read about that seventh trumpet, that deliverance, man. That's literally going to be a vibration on the earth, because once the Israelites are delivered, as the brother mentioned this week at the camp, that is going to be literally a televised thing. Okay, because like the brother said, though America is going to be destroyed, the cameras ain't going to stop elsewhere, you know. And the Lord is going to have it so cold, it's going to be so vivid to the point Esau, with his technology, he can literally slow it down as we getting beamed up in the ships and get all that, man. Though to us it's going to be instant, Esau going to find a way how to slow the footage down. Yeah. And he's like, wow, is this really happening? Yeah. That's like our concept of a rapture, which there's no such thing as no pre-tribulation rapture. Okay? There's no such thing. So all you Christians waiting in America to get raptured, where are you going to get raptured from? You going through the hour of temptation like us all. You got to be tried. Yeah. Eating pork, shrimp, catfish. You just had niggas in slavery just 2 generations ago, but yet you a so-called devout, stout-hearted Christian and you waiting on a rapture. Now you got hell to pay, buddy. Yeah, you got to pay that back in blood, man.
1 Peter 4 verse 17, this is the one I was going to grab. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So even Jake's in the truth, the damn super duper Bruce, even to the lowest gook in America, this word applies to, man.
But them niggas go, con, bro. Well, you niggas irritate me, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We can slap you niggas upside the head, bro. I'll just go around slapping you niggas, man. Con, bro. Niggas, shut up, man. With them damn t-shirt garments.
Going back, Ezekiel 7 verse 10. Behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod hath blossomed. Pride hath budded. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs. Neither shall there be wailing for them. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. Which mean that all that wicked shit that y'all niggas believe in, all the guns y'all niggas in bought, all the bullets y'all niggas in bought, no matter what modifications you do to your fucking Hellcats, man, that's not gonna strengthen you.
Nope.
That's why I say, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle.
He was like, I don't want no. Nah, I'm good, bro. Nah. Hey, that man made that precept too when it says that that the mighty men of Babylon were forborn to fight. Yeah. They literally in war. Them niggas like, nah, they didn't gave up, bro. The destruction was so crazy to the point Babylon was taken on all sides. The soldiers gave up, like, man, this is a battle we can't win. Yeah. Sad day for America coming up, man. Sad day. And the writing is on the wall.
God, they don't want the smoke no more.
Nah.
As soon as Russia stepped foot in Ukraine, these Americans should have been ready to go blow some shit up.
Yeah.
But you bitches got scared, man.
Yep. Pretty much.
Ezekiel 7 verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Yeah, so a lot of you country niggas, man. You country ass Jakes down south. The nearest hospital is 50 miles away from you. You think it's peaceful? No, how about Shimei Shah gonna find a way to fuck you up, man?
Yeah, Khan, yeah, man, because it says that the pestilence without, those that is in the city, you're gonna die of famine. That's a horrible thing, because now what they're talking about, once everything collapsed, they're gonna pretty much control the resources. And if you don't have that MOTB, then you're not getting any access to any resources anytime soon.
No.
That's why they say when you control the resources, you control the people. You control the people, you control the wealth, you got everything on lock. It's going to be bad, man, because they're rationing shit off. And the whole goal of the elites is to not have any bit of this old world enter into the new. That means that sooner than later, they're going to have to roll on the prophets. They're going to have to take the YouTube videos down. They're going to have to do a lot of things in a short amount of time in order to get this ordeal going. And the whole Hawaii shit, that was just the beginning. Okay, if they're doing land grabs like that to set up a smart city in a place like that, just imagine what they finna do here in the States on inland. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they can donate some type of pocket nuke in New York City and blame it on terrorists or whatever they want to do just to be justified on setting up a new infrastructure.
Yep.
We in a time now that anything is possible. Anything is liable to happen.
Yep.
It ain't question mark anymore. It tells you that rumor should come one rumor until one day the judgment is going to come.
Yep.
And that's what we're trying to warn you people.
Yeah, they already shutting down trucking companies.
Yeah.
That yellow trucking, that shit is out here in Kansas City. That shit is gone.
Yep.
But that's why the Ecclesiastes 12 say the grinding shall cease.
Yes, sir. Okay.
It says, Ezekiel 7 verse 15, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine is within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
All right, so you're going to be jacked up either way. You in the city, famine and pestilence, because the pestilence is going to come because all the diseases they're going to release. And on top of that, from the dead bodies, that sickly brings in more diseases. Okay, and those of them that's out in the country, in the field, they're going to die trying to fend off the invaders from the city and the military. So they're going to be destroyed to the point that it's going to be open season. And by default, who comes upon the pot of gold, hey, we good. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Yeah. It says, but they that escape of them shall escape and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning, every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. See, and that's the spirit. Every brother in Great Millstone is in right now doing videos, man. We trying to tell you a lot. The things coming up is going to shake your manhood.
Yep.
It's going to shake your manhood. That's why I say all hands shall be feeble and all knees shall be weak as water.
Yep. God. And water, man. Well, I got you got anything else, bro?
Yeah, I got one more.
Yeah, okay, I got a couple more lined up. Then we can end it. We go to like 6 an hour. But matter of fact, I'm gonna bring this out real quick. Then this is our Revelation 8, and I'm gonna start at verses 7. Matter of fact, nope. Let's start at verses. Matter of fact, the whole chapter is good, but I'm gonna start at verses 3. It says, and another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he shall offer it with the prayers of all the saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne, which shows you that our prayers in this time is to the thrones of the heaven, because it says with much incense, full of the prayers of the saints. So every prayer, every curse we throwing up on this fucking place, man, hey, you better believe it's going into the ears of Yahweh Shimi Hawashai, man. Your prayers are not going in vain, brothers. The Lord is hearing them, okay? And he answers them in his time. Sometimes he answers them on the spot, and you don't even realize. You're like, damn, Lord, what he just looked out. But it says here, and a smoke of their incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hand. Because you got an angel that's specifically designed to take our prayers to the Lord, man. You got angels that's designed over elements, over weather. You got angels that's designed to keep tabs on you, bro. The Lord is very meticulous about order. And it says here, and the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and earthquake. Now remember, John is seeing what's happening in the spiritual world, in a spiritual sense. Now, with the naked eye, you're not seeing this play out. But see, what Christians don't understand about the allegorical context of Revelation is that the symbology is actually playing out in the spirit realm. So an angel, and what he's seeing in the vision, symbolically to what he's breaking down, he's actually seeing what the angel was doing because he was in the spirit. That's why the scriptures say that, hey, the spirit of the Lord carried him in the day, the angel or the spirit carried him away of the day of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. It took him in the spirit because he's seen it. And it says here, and the angel took the censer and filled it with the fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake. And the 7 angels which had 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. And the first angel sounded, and there was followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all the green grass were burnt up. So you have particular angels over particular judgments, particularly, man. Like you got Raphael, which goes into the Hebrew word Wapaya Allah, which means he is a healer of God. Okay, so you have certain angels over certain things, Ma'ika Allah, which means he is God-like or he is like God. You got Gabriel, okay? You got Uriel, and then you got other 3 archangels that wasn't mentioned by name, but they gave you a total of 7. So even among the angels, you have hierarchies. So just imagine what they got on the left-hand side under Satan and his left-hand angels, man. Shit gets deep, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Going in that Revelation 7, you say the angels who was given it to control the 4 winds.
Yep.
So it's angels out there that's strictly dedicated to bringing hell upon this earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you better want to be on the good side of them, man. I want to be on the bad side of the angel whose only job is to fuck shit up.
Nah. Well, what brother was that, man, that had that vision? I think it may have been pre-Sha'ar. It may have been like a year or 2 ago. He said that, man, he saw an angel with just straight fire. He said he perceived it to be Michael, the archangel.
Yeah,
and he said, man, he said he was so decked out.
Like in the house.
Yeah, it's like, you remember that game Killer Instinct? And it's a guy named Cinder. It's like basically a knockoff of Mortal Kombat. But dude was like a fire angel, man, just full of flames. And he said he was decked out. And he said the angel, he said he wanted all the smoke. He said he was just walking back and forth looking like, I wish a nigga would pull it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the spirits we getting ready to encounter on the right-hand side. So if you on the left-hand side of that, then, hey, I don't want no dealings with you.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep. Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua have not done it? Right. So in a time where airplanes falling out the sky, landing on project buildings, the Lord did that. When it's troops pulling niggas out of their apartments and just doming them there, the Lord did that.
Yep.
When it's tanks rolling over pregnant women and babies, the Lord did that, man. But we keep describing these horrific situations because we know this is what's about to come to America, man. While we telling you, Jake, snap out of that bullshit. Snap out of that world star hip hop mentality.
Yeah.
Snap out of that hood culture mentality, man.
World star.
Yeah. You gonna see world star for sure. Say, Amos 3 verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Should there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua had not done it? Surely the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And that goes in, what we were saying earlier. Brothers seen dreams of horrific times. Brothers had visions. Brothers heard other men's testimony. It was like, damn, you saw that? Yeah. Hey, brother, I've seen troops come down off parachutes and start blasting motherfuckers away. That's why we getting these spirits of blowing this trumpet.
Yeah. Oh, so you had visions of that, bro? You
Yeah,
seen-
yeah, paratroopers.
It's intense, and you know, just to land back on that, I remember, bro, I was in the bed asleep, and this is how you know the spirit of the Lord is cold, bro. Because like when you in a vision, you really there. It's like you really feel like you acting out, but
Yeah,
yet
yeah,
you in the
yeah.
whole time dreaming. So
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't even a clock in the room, but I was in a vision, and I was in the middle of the floor, and the spirit said, "Look right," and I looked right, and the clock said 444. You know what I'm saying? And it was blinking 444, and I said, okay, that's mercy, but this the time them niggas gonna come in, and all of a sudden, I hear the door get kicked in, boom, and I'm hearing gunshots,
Yep.
people screaming left and right, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time I'm seeing it in my mind, and I'm seeing it play out in the middle of the vision while I'm standing in the middle of this floor. I'm like, what the fuck just happened, bro? You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is getting ready to make the moves, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you brothers out there, hey, lock in, just be focused, and let's get it. Let's get through this shit, man. I'm ready to live it. I'm ready for peace, man. I'm ready for a life of eternity, man, of happiness. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be sick no more. We don't want to deal with this setup. We're ready to really rule in righteousness, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's gonna be like to wake up and not have to be afraid or worry about if your light's gonna get cut out, or your woman commit adultery, or you gonna fucking die from some pancreatic cancer 15 years from now?
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
How you gonna make it to your next check?
Yeah.
And you just got paid that day. You already worried about making it to the next one. Shit's hell, man. But this why the Lord about to release the captives. Cause we see this world getting violent. Scriptures say, thus will violence shall Babylon be thrown down.
Kind. That's right, brother.
Yeah.
Got something else?
Oh, that was it.
All right, well, look, man, we finna close out. Appreciate you brothers and you few sisters out there that tuned in to watch. Lord's will you were edified, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. That's the song right there.
Yep, that's the frequency, yeah.
Yeah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the whole select. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.